Welcome back to Breathless Moments, where we journey through the wisdom of timeless books, offering you insights to transform your daily life. Today, we're exploring one of the most influential self-help books ever written, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Get comfortable as we dive into the core principles that have helped millions create meaningful relationships and master the art of human interaction. This summary will be more than just a quick overview. We're here to explore the ideas in depth, giving you actionable steps you can use to influence your world. Part 1. The Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Dale Carnegie opens his legendary book with a profound truth. If we want to change how people react to us, we first have to understand human nature. His first set of principles guides us in dealing with people on a fundamental level. Principle 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Imagine a scenario. You're at work, and someone makes a mistake. The instinct might be to criticize. But Carnegie teaches us something powerful here. People rarely react well to criticism. It creates defensiveness. Instead, try to understand the person's perspective. When you refrain from criticizing, you create a space for constructive conversations. Carnegie's message is clear. No one likes to feel blame. It's a small shift, but it can have a monumental impact on how people respond to you. Principle 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Have you ever received a compliment that felt empty? Carnegie emphasizes the word sincere here. We all crave appreciation, but it must be genuine. When you take the time to recognize someone's efforts authentically, you build trust. Whether it's acknowledging a coworker's hard work or complimenting a friend's support, honest appreciation is a bridge to stronger relationships. Principle 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. People are naturally driven by their own desires and interests. Instead of trying to push our own agenda, Carnegie advises us to align with what others want. Think about it. When someone feels their needs are understood and valued, they're far more likely to be open to your suggestions. The key here is empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and show them how your ideas or goals align with theirs. Part 2. 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Next, Carnegie explores 6 universal principles that can help us build stronger connections with others. If you want people to like you, these aren't just tips, they're golden rules. Principle 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Carnegie believes that to make friends, we must first be a friend. Take a moment to think about the people you're closest to. They probably show real interest in your life, your passions, and your stories. That's what Carnegie wants us to do. Ask questions, listen deeply, and be curious. People are drawn to those who care about them, not for self-serving reasons, but because they genuinely want to know more. Principle 2. Smile. This might sound simple, but it's powerful. A genuine smile breaks barriers. It communicates warmth, positivity, and openness. Carnegie reminds us that smiling doesn't just make us more approachable. It reflects a welcoming attitude that invites people in. In social situations, whether in person or even on a Zoom call, a smile is your best asset. Principle 3. Remember that a person's name is, to that person, the sweetest sound. Names carry deep personal significance. Carnegie suggests that by remembering and using people's names, we're showing that we see them as individuals. The next time you meet someone new, make a point to learn their name and use it in conversation. It's a small gesture, but it has an outsized impact. Principle 4. Be a good listener. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone just couldn't wait for their turn to speak? It doesn't feel great, right? Carnegie urges us to listen with the intent to understand, not just respond. When you give someone your full attention, you show them respect, and people gravitate toward that kind of energy. Principle 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. Everyone has something they're passionate about. When you engage someone on a topic that excites them, you tap into their enthusiasm. Carnegie's advice here is to find out what people care about and talk to them on those terms. It creates rapport and makes the conversation more meaningful. Principle 6. Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. One of the most impactful ways to build rapport is by making people feel valued. It's not about flattery, it's about genuinely acknowledging their worth. Whether it's through compliments, affirmations, or showing appreciation for their efforts, people are naturally drawn to those who uplift them. Part 3. How to win people to your way of thinking. In this section, Carnegie takes us into the art of persuasion. How do you get someone to agree with you without creating friction? Principle 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Arguments rarely lead to productive outcomes. Instead of arguing, Carnegie encourages us to seek common ground and find solutions collaboratively. When we avoid heated debates, we keep communication open and maintain goodwill. Principle 2. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Everyone has the right to their opinion, and respect is key. Even if you don't agree with someone, showing respect can keep conversations open and productive. Carnegie teaches that validating someone's feelings goes a long way in influencing their perspective. As we've seen, Dale Carnegie's principles are simple yet profoundly effective. They remind us that the foundation of all influence is empathy, understanding, and genuine human connection. By mastering these timeless skills, you can build lasting relationships, both personal and professional. Thank you for joining us today on Breathless Moments. We hope this journey through how to win friends and influence people inspires you to approach your interactions with a renewed sense of care and intention. Until next time, keep connecting deeply and keep creating your breathless moments.